true. I had to.
Back at it. It's my favorite time of the week.
Back at it. Getting ready to film. Going to be another exciting podcast.
A little bit different. This is Alex's idea this time.
It's my idea, totally.
So if it flops, then Alex is the butt.
Whatever episodes that you have watched that you like on the podcast, those are mine. The rest of them are Landon's.
Yeah, they're all my ideas.
Yeah.
No, we'll blame it on Jonathan.
Yeah.
Jonathan's
Not the
the intern,
producer.
so we can blame it on him.
Yeah.
Jonathan, it's a, for where we live, Southwestern City Schools, it is a school snow day again.
2 in a row. Jonathan, when is the last time you actually went to an educational class?
December 20th.
That's crazy.
Friday, December 20th.
What are we paying schools for? I guess
Last
we're
year,
not, but
you could even say.
I used to, January 2nd. And I guess it's a little bit different because everything was later this year, but good for you, Jonathan.
But it is a snow day, but Jonathan is here working. That's
is.
life.
would
Welcome
That's
to
rather
life.
nowhere rather be.
Yeah. Huh. Aw.
Making that
Excited
money.
to have him here.
I would rather be on the beach.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
No
good,
offense.
Good for you.
Good for you. Today we're going to talk about Landon. I know you're not excited about this one. I just mentioned it a few minutes ago, but we are going to talk about you
Yep.
and how
So you can turn your
and how
the radio
big your
off
feet
now.
are. You know, I was looking on the monitor. Your feet are huge, man.
I know. I got
What size shoe do you wear? Tell the people.
13s.
Oh.
So if
I
you want
wear
to send
half.
any, you were 6.5, 7.5, 6.5?
No, I wear an 8, but that's almost half of your foot.
I know. I don't like I'm a little self-conscious about it. Maybe you can tear me up in the comments. But I like my leg to be crossed. It's comfortable like this.
For the rest of the episode, there's gonna be like a subtitle bar right in front of your foot, so no one can see anything.
Yeah, we'll just put it next time. We'll bring an iPad.
Just blur
and put it
out,
right there.
blur out your foot. Episode number 23. We are here. We're going to talk about Landon, and specifically Landon. You know, we've talked about Strictly Apple before, how it became about. We always refer to, for those people who are avid podcast listeners, we refer to the Back-Porch days.
Back-Porch days.
Yeah, where I first met Landon and his back porch.
I met a lot of people back there.
Well, it was your parents technically back porch.
Yep. Wasn't my back porch still at the house?
Yep.
It says 18.
17.
18, 19. No, it wasn't.
18.
It wasn't 17.
It was 18. Yep. Okay, so Landon, we are specifically going to talk about, if you're listening to this podcast, you know that you have a substantial following on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yep.
We want to talk about how we got there, how we got from the back porch to there, referring to content that you have made. If you follow Strictly Apple on social media feeds, you'll see for a very long time Landon's rise in followers. That is, I know it's not the most important thing in the world, but in the social media game, the more followers, the more people you have to share your good things with. Strictly giving your information that you have to help people out with Apple. So, your first video. Do you remember your first video that you made?
I remember we started on TikTok. I never really did anything on Instagram or Facebook other than a few lives. But the very first video.
Did TikTok exist?
TikTok existed. I mean, TikTok went off
Yep.
the year that I started.
Were you were still in your parents'?
No, I didn't make any videos like that until 2016 is when we started. But then I didn't actually start making videos until 2020.
Okay.
So, and that's 2020. Everybody knows TikTok went crazy in 2020.
Yeah.
And blew up. But that is we got a little bit of that blow up.
Your first video ever that you made for Strictly Apple, not as Landon, but for Strictly Apple. Do you remember? Do we know what that is? What that looks like? Who it was?
I remember it had to do with repairs.
Okay.
I don't have I could probably find the video, but I remember the very first video had to do with repairs, and I would do repair videos. So
Yeah.
you do this, and this, and it got like 50,000 views.
Really?
At the time,
From the very start.
yeah, from the very start,
Oh,
it
okay.
was pretty crazy.
Okay.
And then one got 100, and then one got 150, and then it like sort of bounced back. But back then, there's a lot of, I would say, people doing what we do, and they've been doing it. They just realized they could use social media because they've seen other businesses blow up from it, and they've started to use that. So at the time, it was all about repairs, and we actually didn't even touch sales when it came to advertising for sales until, January or November, I guess, of 2022. So almost 2 years in.
Really?
Yeah, and then January of 23 is when we actually started pushing.
Now,
sales.
very known since I have known you to do giveaways online as well.
Yep.
Do you remember your first giveaway?
So
Why that came about?
Okay, so initially during COVID, I remember we posted something online and it was like, hey, we're here to help. It wasn't us giving away devices, but it was saying, hey, at the beginning of COVID, everybody has to work from home. I got a whole bunch of computers. I'll be willing to, make the best deal possible, which we still will on a daily basis. But I'll make you the best deal possible. Let me know. And at the time, we had 1,000 followers on Facebook. So 50 shares is a lot, right?
Yep.
I think we got 144 shares on a post or something of that nature. And that was a long time ago. Now, I was like, let's do it again type of thing. And then we did a MacBook Air giveaway. And some girl from, I think it was Virginia or Tennessee or Kentucky. I think I'm friends with her on Facebook still. I don't remember who it is. But her and her husband entered, and they won. And it was a MacBook Air. And we sent that out, and they loved it. They were super excited about it. And ever since then, we've tried to do giveaways.
Yep.
But as a business, you want to give something away, but you want to be able to retain some information or
Correct.
not necessarily money. Every single time we do a giveaway, we've never asked for money, but we will do a sign up for our email list, tag a friend, share it on your story. We want to gain some exposure from it as well. So we've learned a little bit about that as well.
That's cool. Super, super cool. If you were to watch your first video, your first reel today, would it be cringy?
Back then, I remember, any type of posting yourself on social media within the past 5 years has been cringy.
Yeah.
But initially, it wasn't necessarily cringy because I was like 50,000 views. I mean, you can't cringe at that. And my thing is, it's only cringy to the people that know you.
Yeah.
My brother.
Or yourself.
What are you doing? Right? So people would say stuff all the time, and now it's gotten to the point where they don't really make fun. They're like, great job,
Right.
man. Proud of you.
Is
type
it
of thing.
hard? Is it hard to watch?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it hard to think about something that we're going to talk about is the process of making a viral video? When you first made your first viral video, first of all, how did that? What do you remember what your first viral video was? I guess over 1 million.
My first. So I had several, dude, 200, 300, 1,000 views on TikTok. But my first video where I was like, holy junk.
Yeah.
This
where
is
you got
crazy.
super excited.
It was the iPhone 12 Pro video. You were there.
Yeah.
In the Grandview shop.
Yep.
I made this. There was a desk, and we rented we rented the building, and the landlord required this desk to stay in the office. Now we're in a 650 square foot building.
Yep.
And the office that we were doing repairs out of was as this size. We had
Yep.
all of our inventory.
You do it smaller than
And
this.
we're in a small building. I mean, it's probably smaller than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a sink in there, like a full kitchenette type of thing. We had all of our inventory, all of our repairs, all of our stock, everything inside of a room this size. And I'm looking at Jonathan because he's trying to envision that. And the entire building was 650 square foot. So I would say that room alone was maybe it was 200 square foot room.
Yep.
I mean, it was extremely small.
Yep.
I remember an 8-foot table, I had to cut it down in order to fit on one side. So 2 sides were 8 foot. I bet the one side was 10. So it's probably an 8 by 10 room, which is an extremely small room. There's a window in it to look out into the lobby, and the customers had more room than we did. But we had that video that I made that was iPhone 12 Pro, and it was on a desk that the landlord said had to stay there, and they left all their stuff on it in an 8 by 12 room. So I just scooted all of the paperwork and everything out of the way and just did the video right there. And if you find the video, I think it's still pinned on TikTok.
I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, it's the very first. It's one of the top 3 videos, I think. I remember in the first hour, it had 400,000 views.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is insane.
Thought it was broken.
The crazy part about it is at the time, what I look at is we weren't selling online then. We were doing repairs. So yes, we had a ton of repairs come in, but if we would have had sales hooked up and we would have probably sold a lot too. But 18 million views.
Is this what we're talking
That's
about?
the video right there. How many comments does that video have?
23,200.
And how many likes?
3.4 million.
And the views is like 18.2 or 3 or
Four.
18.4.
20 million views.
Which
on
is
TikTok.
insane. And
Yeah.
you think about
Incredible. Wow.
when it comes to commercials and everything, it's the power of social media is unbelievable because you think about, if you watch the Super Bowl, what 50 million people watched the Super Bowl
Right.
or something like that.
That's almost
I posted a video and I got half of that for
right,
free.
Right.
You know,
Right.
so
The numbers are crazy.
and they pay millions for those commercials. So it's pretty cool to be able to see that. But it was a use my iPhone. I did it on one. You can see the clips because I was only able to use one phone and I just dropped the device. I didn't have now we have different stuff that we can use, but I didn't have anything that you could use to hang around your neck or a tripod or even ring light.
Well, that's funny because we have that right
Yeah.
next to you.
Oh yeah.
We're going to talk about elements of Landon's life that I like. A lot of people, a really big thing I know in the creative world, or especially the video world or social media world, people like to gatekeep, and we're not doing that.
No.
So today,
We are flooding the gates.
we are flooding the gates. So Landon, explain to us. Everybody thinks that you have to have $1 million camera, that you have to have $1 million in lights.
You don't have to have anything. Actually, I thought about doing a series where we use an iPhone 5C or something and say shot an iPhone 5C.
That would be,
All the videos
that would be wicked.
that we do
On
are
the
shot
on the
in
on
terrible quality.
the viral one, if you can remember back, the viral one with the iPhone 12.
It had to be an iPhone 11.
Yeah,
Mhm.
think about that.
Yeah, an iPhone 11 that it's insane. And that video, I remember, we hit 100,000 views, and then when I did that video, or 100,000 followers, and then when I did that video, it was insane. It was a lot of, I think we gained 200,000 followers overnight.
Really?
It was pretty incredible.
I will say, I think the other two numbers that I find fascinating, almost 100,000 people saved this video. It's at 87,700 saves. And then 64,000 people send it to somebody else. So it's getting shared on top of the views.
And the way how I think about numbers when I think about that, because we're for anybody listening, we're 15 minutes away from the OSU stadium, right? So I think about that we could have filled up that stadium 180 times with the amount of people that
That's a great way to think about that.
with the amount of
Yeah,
people
'cause
that
the
watched that
horseshoe
video.
sits-
180 times.
Yeah.
So
18 million.
So from early iPhone 12 Pro or iPhone 12 viral days, you weren't using a stand. You had your hand on one phone.
To be honest, not even gonna lie, I still use my hand. This comes in handy for some videos. This comes
What is that?
in
Why don't
handy.
you show us
So-
this
What's this
device?
orange
We'll show you, and
thingamabob?
that's what we're talking about today, guys. It's sort of how to do a video and maybe some helpful tips. Maybe you're getting started in content creation. You think you have to have everything. You don't. This is pretty simple.
And
What
where did you
this
get
is-
this?
I think I got this
Gadget.
on Amazon.
That's, yeah.
And I always thought about that too. Like, what do they use? What do they use? What do
Yep.
they use? This is what I use. And
It's a dog collar.
yeah, and there's a couple and it's nothing crazy. Like I don't have this is the most expensive thing we have is this mic stand right here.
Yeah.
I mean, other than your cameras.
Might be a
I
little
haven't-
thick, yeah. Or not. That's not what I meant.
I'm a little
That's
thick.
not what I meant.
That's
Right.
crazy.
He's working out, but the neck's got to go.
I am. So this right here is
Sorry.
this right here is
That's getting clipped. That's on social media.
I'm so sorry.
back to reality, guys. Okay,
At
hold
least
on.
you're working out. Look at me.
Um,
Wait a minute, Jonathan Red.
Jonathan, I'm making
Shut
you go back
up.
to school.
Thank God I'm not on the camera right now.
Um,
Mess.
So look, so all you do is put it right here, and this is for, I guess you would say like a better point of view video or something. You would clip it, and then you just push play, and you could do it directly down, like a lot of people would do packaging videos, or up, something of this nature, right? So it's pretty simple. I mean, it's very easy to use, very easy to maneuver. You put it down, put it up. If you want to walk around and do a video like that, it is, and it's.
I was gonna say it really just frees up your hands because you do a lot of what
If you're doing
like
something with your
patching
hands
videos.
constantly, yeah. So this will free up your hands. I've never had it fall off. I've had it go a little sideways a little bit, but it depends. This is probably a $35 GoPro
Yeah,
or not
investment,
GoPro.
Yeah,
Whatever it's called.
gadget. Yeah,
Yeah, gadget. It's pretty simple to use. You can
So
do the whole
It's a
thing.
testament to
MagSafe.
MagSafe.
That's
for
right.
sure.
that was literally,
MagSafe's
what I was about to say.
You
The
can do
MagSafe is really
long
reliable.
form.
Yeah,
Pretty cool. So it's a little hard, but this is super easy, and it's a cheap way to get started if you're going to get started in something like that. I mean, I would recommend it. This specific one, I don't even know if this is a name brand. I just found the cheap one on Amazon, but it's called the Amorous, AMORUS, and it's just a rubber. This thing bends around, and then has a MagSafe, and this flips up and down, and the whole
So
9
people
yards.
that get really excited about your unboxing videos and your packing videos to your clients, your customers that come through, that is literally a pushable, just table workbench.
Yeah,
with
got it
a
at Home
with a
Depot.
simple ring light, and
It does go up and down.
and just a little a cheap phone holder from Amazon.
So I have on the videos that if you guys see my videos and they're boxing videos where I'm packaging this customer, the whole 9 yards, packaging a phone, iPad, the whole 9, whatever that is. All it is a ring light that I have screwed to my desk. I bought a desk now I bought that desk after 3 years, after 50 million views, by the way. I would say that. It's not like I just went out and spent
It was a happy
$400
birthday
on
to
a
me.
desk. Yeah, we went to Home Depot, and I got over here, and I wanted to have different shots in the background of the videos. So I bought a desk, it's like a Husky workbench that you can get at your local hardware store, and it rolls up and down, rolls around with the wheels. It has 2 little drawers in it where I can put whatever, these lights or whatever gadgets I have. And then I have a ring light I mounted that screws into it, so the ring light never moves. And then it's a full-size ring light. It's not a normal. It doesn't matter, though, as long as there's light, because it was either that or upgrade all the lighting in our building. So I went with the cheaper option, to be honest. So I did that, and then we had, what else do I have? To plug into the, what's it called? The ring light. It's just a Milwaukee.
Yep.
I love
battery,
Milwaukee,
yep.
right? So I have a Milwaukee battery plugged into, it's like a Milwaukee outlet. All I do is plug it in there, push power.
on
I
button,
charge it every single night. And whenever I am ready to do a video,
It's a DIY setup.
it's
It really is.
genuinely a DIY setup. It's
So if
super
you think
simple.
you have to buy $1 million
You don't.
in equipment, no, you got the phone right in front of you.
Yeah.
You can go viral
Right.
today.
Yeah.
We don't. I don't think we really understand or comprehend the lenses and the cameras we have within our iPhones.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is something I started using recently just to bring some more light into the video. Again, it's nothing crazy. This is Alex. This is yours, right? This ain't
Yep.
mine. And you can dim. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to look at the camera.
I look straight up.
It's bright. It's down. The whole 9 yards. You can get it more yellow. You can get it more
Oh,
white.
I'm looking right at it.
I know, right?
It's really bright.
Do you
As
like your videos warmer or colder?
I like bright.
So
colder.
colder,
Yeah.
Same.
So less orangey color.
Mhm.
Yeah. And all it is so when I do the video, if I'm doing a video like this, like my camera's on right now, and I will continue to try to talk into this, if you can see it just brightens the area up.
Mhm.
So look, now I'm a ghost white. I need the beach as well. But this right here isn't it bright? Yeah, it's bright. Now I wouldn't.
Oh, my eyes.
I do this though because we could use upgraded lighting in our building.
It is kind of, yeah.
Some spots. Now, if we ever do a full building remodel or something like that, one thing that we will do is have upgraded lighting. But as of now, Alex, how much is this? Is it Alex's hometown?
Like 20.
So
$20.
if you have this,
Yep.
you have this. I personally go with the pop socket on the back, just a little easier to hold around, and I might do.
Do you get every clown for pop sockets? Still, in today's age, do people make fun of you about that?
No.
They don't. Dang.
Well, this one has our brand on it too,
That
so
is
you
also
can't
true.
really,
Yeah.
But I'll go like this, record, do the videos, and I bring it in here, right? This is our this entire room. For those of you who can't see it, is fully insulated. The soundproof walls. So when we come in here, you drop a pin, you can't hear it, you can't hear an echo. This room is completely done. So I'll come in here, I'll do a voiceover, and yeah.
Which
it's on
let's talk
CapCut.
about your in a soundproof room. Before, I used to come visit you at the shop before.
Huh.
We were working together all the
Dude.
time. And as I would walk in to the old shop from across the parking lot, I'd hear a car door and go, "Hey, I'm in my car."
Okay, so
I'm
that's
like,
incredible. So our other shop, and most rooms that you go in whenever you do a video, it's just gonna be loud. There's gonna be an echo. Even the room we just switched up a
Oh,
few rooms, and the
the
media room's
echo.
better. Yeah, the echo is really really bad, right? And some of the videos that I have, we even got clown for echo.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, really clown.
I
And
had
love
some
getting clowned.
sleepless nights over that.
So we make it a thing around here where if you get clowned, you're doing something right. Because if not,
Then why would they hate
yeah,
on it?
exactly. So I would go inside of my car. I would create the video on the inside of the shop, go into my car, CapCut it, voice over it, go back inside.
Yep.
Because the shop that we used to have, and still this one, there's too much echo.
Yeah.
Word on the street is also you have voiceovered in at your own home, like under blankets and
That's
whatnot.
at my house.
Yeah.
I am not a creep. This sound, you
And-
guys are making me out to be
In
crazy.
your house, I've had you in my home office with blankets over your head, pillows around you to do
voiceover.
voice things.
It's I put the dog
Yeah, the dog.
next to me. That's how big he is. No, it's true though that stuff matters. And I even go home now if I don't get a video done. And I'm like, I gotta get this video done. I'll tell Brooke, hey, I'll try to Merle. We have a dog named Merle. He's a Great Dane. If you know anything about Great Danes, they are very, very passionate. And if you ever are in an argument or any type of high voice conversation,
high intensity, yeah.
he will
did not like it?
No. So I'll do a video. I'll be like, Merle, like I'm okay. Because in my videos, I do have a video voice. Most
a
people
little
know. I
passionate,
don't
yeah.
mean to do it, but it just is what it is. I couldn't do a video without it. I don't know. So he thinks that I'm yelling.
Yeah.
So he will come in there and jump on top of me and lay on top of me. I'm like, I'm trying to record this video.
I can picture that.
Try to
That's
calm
so
him down.
funny.
So I'll tell Brooke, and he'll start barking if I close the door because he thinks I'm screaming in there. Right? So I'll be like, no. So I'll go up, take him outside. Like, just give me 5 minutes. I need to voice over this video. Okay, done. And then I can go back out there. But yeah, I probably did it last week where I put a blanket over my head. And
Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Can you think of anything anywhere crazy you've done it? Like if you were traveling or at an in-law's house, at a grandma's.
I've done it everywhere. Any house that I've ever, any vacation. We've been on a few cruises. Been sort of all over the states.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Just in a hotel room by himself under a blanket. Just
I mean, if you
Housekeeping. Sorry.
a few weeks, which is just crazy to think about, and this just shows you how the stuff you see online isn't what you see online.
Yep.
Like isn't actually all the time real. But 2 weeks ago, I'm in Texas, and we're duck hunting. Well, I had to get a video out that night, so I took a video that I recorded, and it needed to be voiceovered. And the guys are in the they're in the kitchen, right, and they're getting dinner prepared. Right, we've been out hunting all day. We're coming back, and I need to get this video out. So I'm inside the bedroom, on bunk beds, underneath the pillows and blankets. This is how I ended 2024, under pillows and blankets, recording the video, and all the guys are laughing about it. And the next thing,
really.
and then they're like, "We heard you in there." I'm like, "Oh no, I heard you out here laughing," type of deal.
What a
But
bunch of
it is what it is.
haters.
I don't have a problem with it. No, they don't hate. It just go in
Poking
your
fun.
room and scream for 10
Yeah.
minutes and come back
Right.
out, type of deal.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I gotta do what I gotta do. There's a reason
Facts.
I'm allowed to be here, and I gotta get the work done while I'm here.
Facts.
So
There will be, and it's soundproof. You can't hear yourself in here, like you can't hear an echo, but outside of the room you can. And the old media room before we just switched was right next door. And when people would come in, say, I don't know, just guests like teacher Jay,
Yeah.
anybody that's over there, they would all of a sudden you would hear, "La, la, 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 la," and they're
Yep.
like, is everything okay in there? I'm like, oh, he's just voiceover and it'll be
Yeah.
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
yeah.
You know? So
And you would come in here, and it is what it is. But it's just so, and even the ceiling has insulation in here. It's a great room to do this. It's a great room for the podcast, and we got some cool things lined up.
yeah. And shout out to Scott for making the room.
Dude, Scott,
Like this.
Scott made the whole building, man.
Dude, he pulled through with this room. It's super, super cool. Scott
Yeah,
O'Neill.
he was able to hook this up. This wasn't in our envision.
Yep.
At first. We didn't know we were going to do this room, but he was like, "Hey, I got this. Let's put this in there." Even that window behind you, there, Jonathan, is soundproof. So, this video or this room is meant to
Yep.
record. It's one of the reasons, we just we just recently switched up some of our offices, and this was the room that we were like, "Hey, let's keep it this one," because the soundproof.
You're laughing just now, and
I'm stuttering like
the
crazy
stuttering.
today.
You know what? It's kind of funny because it's another thing I wanted to tell people too, to kind of like myth bust and break the rules on is with viral video content. And you think that everybody that's on film does great, you
Dude,
know?
how,
And how many times? That's it.
Don't say
I won't hurt your feelings.
no. How many times do you think I mess up? Don't like say what I say when I mess up. But how many times do you think I mess up on a given video?
I will say there have been times, whether I'm filming, with a camera system, or that you are, for like a big YouTube set,
Yeah.
like a commercial, or you are doing your own videos. When it's with me, a little bit more, but when I hear you in here, sometimes it's 5 or 6.
I was
Hey,
about to say, let's do it over under.
Yeah.
Landon, what's your number? How many times do you think you mess up?
on one line out of many lines
Right,
in the
one
video,
line.
you go.
One line I'll do it 5 or 6 times for
So
sure.
there's a.
And then I
so
mess
there's
up.
a-
Yep.
So And I'm like, just spit it out.
No,
So hard
yeah.
not to bust out laughing in the other room.
No,
because-
I'm trying. And but because when I do the line and then I'll think of something else to say, I'm like, that would probably be a better advertisement or
Nope,
interaction or something of that
I'm
nature.
with you 100%.
Has it gotten easier over time?
Yeah.
Because I will say, when I try to voice over, a reel, you're like, just do a voiceover. I'm like, dude,
Mm-mm.
you have a lot of practice. It's
lot of practice,
It's not very easy.
Well, that's even when we used to do.
You almost have like a split personality.
It's weird.
It's weird because not only does the voice change, but like you go into that mode where you can tell a story, and I'm still like using my voice trying to tell a story. I'm like, I can't. I don't know what's happening.
I know, and that's why a lot of people like who I am on camera or the voiceover background or stuff is not always who I am at the shop, which is okay. Like I don't want to be
because you
that
get
person all the time,
and you get excited to tell stories.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like the story, like I help this person out. I'm really excited to tell the story. So you get really excited and animated, and here you're just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I'm just sitting there.
No, it's insane. And even the long form videos, there's been times where, and you can attest, I've said like, get out of the room, Alex.
Yeah.
Like turn the camera on, get out of the room. We'll edit this later.
Yep.
Because I will mess
then
up continually over and over and over and over.
And then I take the video home, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
Bad.
Yeah.
And you're like, you thought you had it, and then a mess up.
Yeah.
Back on it. Got to erase that part too.
Keep editing.
It's insane. It's insane how many cuts there are.
There
in
has been a
videos.
couple times too where I've watched videos happen for a while, but I'll watch the video after, and you'll go, all right, cut that, leave the first part, and then you go, and I'm really sorry, by the way. And then you start talking again. And I'm just like, okay, it's like a personal message for me later on.
Yes, I'm sorry about that, man. You're gonna have to, and you'll be gone. I'll be like, I'm sorry, Al.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Alex. You'll get this later, but I really appreciate it.
No, but I think overall our video content has improved. And again, guys, started the business in 2020. We're in 2025. We're almost 5 years deep. We just now, after being in it for 5 years, I would say the video that you did last week is the best quality video that we've ever done.
Oh,
Go check it out right now. How to take a screenshot on an iPhone.
Yeah.
And we're going to start doing a whole how-to series. And we want you guys to be able to go online. And we want you to not just buy, sell, and repair with us. We want you to learn from us as well. So strictly teaching, whatever you want to call it, strictly learning.
You buy Apple devices from us. We want you to be able to get the best out of it.
Yep,
You can.
and it's a full, well-rounded process, right? If you buy the device, you sell your old device, you buy a new device, you repair it when it breaks, and then you learn how to work your device when you get a new one. It's a whole 9 yards there. There's a lot of work that goes into that, but we're really excited about it.
So to fast track this, going towards the end here, I know you've hit, you got a plaque from YouTube.
Yep.
The first plaque from YouTube. That was exciting. Good feeling. A lot of hard work I know you put into that. The second being, the viral content that you have put out, and the followers that truly love your stuff. A good following. You always have haters. That's anything in life. If you know you're doing that, keep going. It's about you. It's not about them. But the last thing being, if you could say anything to yourself in 2020, your first video, knowing all the stuff you know about content making now, what advice would you give yourself?
Oh man,
You're like, I got 10 seconds from the future, man. Here you go. This is what you need to do.
It's hard to say that. I would say start posting about sales because we didn't post about. We got so
What
many
about the
repairs.
making piece? Like, don't think about this. Just worry about audio, or just worry about.
I don't know if I would have changed anything, man, because
Yeah.
I feel like it got us to where we were, and if I would have changed it, I wasn't worried. Now I get in my head a lot because I feel like we have a lot of people that watch us. I get in my head a lot, and I'm like, is this something that they're gonna like? Well, back then I had nobody to like it.
Yep.
So I just posted whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe we should get back to that, but and we've hit a lot of people. We've gotten out there.
Yeah.
Millions. Hundreds of millions of people have heard our name. So it's pretty incredible to see that as well. But I don't know if I would have changed anything because I was sort of carefree. Maybe I need to get back to carefree, but there's a lot on the line. There's a lot of people here that go through my head on a daily basis. But it's been cool to experience it. And honestly, if you're looking to make a video, just press play, or press record, because there is nothing that can stop you if you just give it a go.
Yeah, and honestly, it's one of my 2025 New Year's resolutions is stop caring what people think and just do what I need to do. Yeah, to break me from last year and be better. So maybe stop worrying about what people like to see and just do it.
Just do it.
As long as it's strictly Apple related.
Yes. Just do it. Just like this video.
Like this video.
Just do it.
Just
do it.
Not endorsed by Nike, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Alex.
I'm Landon.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we'll see you guys later.
Talk to you soon.